Now, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so, it's good that you've found your voice because I left my ear trumpet at home, but I didn't hear a whole lot of singing going on before, so I know that this is your final chance to be famous, so sing along with us. Here we go. So now we come to who is the greatest mathematician of all time and arguably the greatest scientist the world has ever seen. And when I say arguably, some of these guys might argue with me. However, Carl Friedrich Gauss was born in 1777 over in Brunswick, Germany. His father was a poor labourer and a bricklayer, and he had no interest in intellectual matters, and his mother was completely illiterate. But that wasn't going to stop young Carl. So the first story we have of his impending genius may not be entirely true, but let's go with it. It comes from his time in school. And so Carl was making a nuisance of himself, having finished all his schoolwork, so his teacher called him over and said, "Look, Carl, I need you to do something for me. I need you to add up the numbers between 1 and 100, and that should take you some time and keep you busy." But of course, it didn't keep him very busy. A few seconds later, he was done. And so how did he do it? He used what's become known as Gauss's addition trick. And so we have over on the board over here a little demonstration. So if you're going to add up the numbers between 1 and 100, you note that 1 plus 100 equals 101. And then 2 plus 99 also equals 101. 3 and 98, 4 and 97, etc. You end up with 50 groups of 101, multiply them together, 5,050, and you're done. But this was really just the beginning. If you look on Wikipedia, you'll find a list of things named after Carl Friedrich Gauss, and it has over 100 entries in it, from the Gaussian distribution to Gauss's pentagramma mirificum. But the great mathematician was also a great egotist, and he forbid his sons from entering science. He didn't have the best relationship with his family. Now, he didn't want his sons entering science because he knew that they would sully the family name, since of course they'd never be as good as he was. Now, they didn't take this too well, and they ended up migrating to the US, and they both became quite successful, one in the fur trade and one in the footwear business. But Gauss never let it go. He continued to spread nasty rumours about them, and he died a bitter old man in 1855. He was a great mathematician, but he was a flawed man. And so we give you a Rhapsody on Carl Friedrich Gauss, the prince of mathematicians.
It's all elementary. Mr. Maxwell, Mr. Maxwell,
Mr. Maxwell, you've been told just fine. Fix the Max's melodies just from me, from me, from me. So you think you tuned up stuff can walk in my shoes? 'Cause the Gaussian baby's just too big to lose. Oh, Father, I guess I'll just leave you here. Don't you say, and make my coach say long after I'm gone, as the Prince of Mass, history will remember. History will remember Somehow I just know.
And a very big thank you to the Gaussian Ensemble, maestros Anthony Mays and Michael Wheeler, and the members of the choir, Jan de Geer, Mike Wenk, Anita Ponsiang, Margrethe Kaipur, there's a lot of Dutch people, Ellen Muir, Stephen Carney, and Yu Yang Pham. Join me again in a round of applause. And keep that applause going for our wonderful speakers tonight, Dr. George Aranda, Dr. Teresa Cosgriff, they're all doctors, Dr. Katie Mack, Dr. Claire Hampson, and Dr. Chris Phenomenon Lassig, who finally managed to give us a talk that was actually about light. There's also many other people we'd like to take the opportunity to thank. Robert Jordan again on projection art, Carlton Coffrin, who's been helping out with lights, and Paolo Archidiacono, who's been photographing for us, as well as our ushers, Pip, Ella, and Anne. We also need to give a very big thanks to everyone at St Michael's, including Erin Cookson and Jackson Raine, who've helped out a lot, and Dr. Francis McNabb for inviting us. We also need to acknowledge National Science Week. There's many, many other events on this week, so check that out. And also, finally, the Laborastory runs monthly. This is a big show, but usually we run in Brunswick at the Spotted Mallard. Our next show is on the 6th of September, and also look out for our Halloween edition show with the Villains of Science in October. I'd like to thank Sarah Nagorka, and on behalf of Natalie and Andrea Bedini, who could not be here tonight, unfortunately, we want to thank you all for coming and hope to see you again. Thank you very much.